Checking in with ArtSpace Lima, we've got the Executive Director, Sally Windle, with us. And as always, Sally, you've got a lot going on at ArtSpace.
We keep busy, but thank you for having me.
All right, let's start with to-go art bags, because that started during the pandemic, and you got to just keep them going because people love them.
We get calls all the time, like, when is the next art bag going to happen? So what we're going to do is try to present these when it's kind of appropriate for the season. And right now it's winter, and so we figured doing the bird feeders would be a good idea, because not only can you make something that helps, but then we also include from the parks a sheet that has bird identification and some drawing sheets, so you can identify and then sketch as well as wash. So it's kind of an all-encompassing package, but it's the best day when we get to pass out those bags. People are so happy, and we like the fact that people want to be creative. So we're looking forward to doing that one.
And that is going to be this Saturday, and just go down the alley like normal, right?
Right, Cherry Alley. You can enter on High Street, and Saturday, February 11th, we'll start at 12 o'clock noon.
All right, very good. Okay, so this is one of the huge shows that you have. I mean, you have a lot of them, but this Kewpee Art Show, the Invitational, it focuses on high school students, so it's really neat.
Yeah, this is the 35th year for the Shutt family to underwrite this show, and we have a lot of schools. Actually, we reach out to 13 different counties, and sometimes in schools that may not have the means, this is their biggest way to present the kids' work. Plus, there's always a nice availability of putting it in a live art gallery and see it with other kids and presenting it professionally. And that's what we like to do. And we've got 3 floors and 4 galleries, so we'll have lots of work up. But this work just isn't what you might consider high school work, and maybe not as good as professional. These students, and we've noticed this trend for quite a few years, they present wonderful interpretations. You can tell these people are thinkers, and they're synthesizing their information, so they get some beautiful renditions of in sculpture, painting. There's just so many nice ways for students to get their voice out there, and we love this show every year.
Okay, so when's it opening, and when can we go visit?
Well, we've got the opening is on the 15th, and that's going to be from 6:30 to 8 o'clock. And we always have a really nice turnout because people like to come and see their work. And that's in the middle of the week. It's on a Wednesday, but we're going to keep the show up for a little bit longer than we have in the past because we've got a little bit of availability. And it will be, again, the reception will be opened to the public, always free, but we'll be up for 2 weeks. So you have time. If you can't make the opening, you can come in at any time that we're open and see the show, and kind of at your leisure. And it's always nice to come to a show afterwards just to see the work. You don't always get that opportunity with a lot of people, but we just love to have people observing and seeing what these kids can do.
Okay, so from kids to adults, and like Marilyn Stark, she's written several books, and you have a book signing of one of her newer books coming up, right?
Right. She had asked us, we have had some book signings in the past, and she had asked if we'd be interested in her newest book. And this is a culmination of a lot of her life experiences and where she's come to just from writing. And it's not only the stories, but there's 200 poems in this book. So we're really honored on Friday, February 10th, to have her in ArtSpace and her with her books, and give her an opportunity to talk to the public, see her other works. I mean, a lot of people are familiar with her Allen County work, but this is a personal journey. So we're really excited to be able to bring her out in the public with the book signing.
All right, very good. And finally, don't forget about classes, right? You have all kinds of classes available.
Right. We just love to have people in also, and we're going to do some different things now. We've got an advanced stained glass class that's coming on February 18th, and a lot of people have taken our stained glass class, but this is now to up a level and maybe do some different things, different designs. But then one of our favorite things is the kids classes. They're going to be doing some things with the Kewpee show, so they'll be looking at the show, doing some ideas on their own. But then we also have a watercolor class, and then we always have our clay classes. So these things are giving the community an opportunity to be creative. And that's part of our mission. We just want to be able to enrich the community with creativity.
And you're doing it. Thank you, Sally, for joining us today.
Thank you, Holly.
All right, don't go away. Noon Edition continues in a moment.